SportsNOLA.com at the Sun Belt Conference Basketball Championships out at Lakefront Arena, visiting with the commissioner of the Sun Belt, Karl Benson. There's something special about March Madness and getting everybody together here at one site, your men's and women's teams, for 5 days of great action, culminating with two teams punching their ticket to the NCAA tournament. It's really kind of special.
It really is. Whoever coined the March Madness phrase really captured it well. And this is we're one of 32 conferences, all except the Ivy League have these tournaments, and there's something to play for. And people could talk about the NCAA tournament, but conference championships are special, and for the majority of the student athletes, this culminates their postseason and an opportunity to perhaps get into the big dance. But if they don't get there, this is their dance.
Your two regular season champions, Little Rock on the men's side, Arkansas State on the women's side, have really had terrific years. And we were just talking about if not for the fact that you've had so many upsets out there, we might be talking about the fact that no matter what happens this week, they would be in the tournament regardless, and they still may be. But the fact of the matter is, you build up a body of work over the course of 4 months. This is a 1 week culmination of that. But they've had terrific seasons just the same.
They really have. 27 wins, 25 wins. First-year coach and Chris Beard at Little Rock, and longtime coach Brian Boyer at Arkansas State, kind of at the contrasting stages of their careers. And Brian Boyer, 4th year in a row now as the Sun Belt Coach of the Year, and great program. And Arkansas, or Little Rock now as they're referred to, a great first year under Chris Beard. And both teams definitely are deserving of postseason play, and as I've told them both, right now the only way that you can probably guarantee is to win that Sun Belt championship, and so there's a lot to play for here, Lenny, for sure.
How has the change in your men's bracket over the last couple of years been received, with really rewarding those teams that have the great regular season, giving them buys into the semifinals?
Well, I'm not a big fan of it, and I think that I heard a piece this morning that you mentioned the number one seeds that have lost. Some of those have come out of conferences that have this double bye and seeding into the semifinals, and a team is sitting around for 2 days waiting to play a team that's already won a couple games, and that's happened a couple times here this week, and I know that's one of the downsides. Next year we'll eliminate that, though. We're going back to a traditional tournament. All 12 men's and women's teams will be here at Lakefront next year, so that 5 days becomes 6 days, and it's 24 teams, and we don't have to to worry about who qualifies. All 12 teams will qualify, which will help fans make their plans and take a little bit of the pressure off of the second half of the season's teams knowing that they can get in, and we'll go to a more traditional format next year and eliminate that double bye. I'm a traditionalist. I think tournaments were made to to play 2 or 3 games, and you have to win to advance.
Stepping away from basketball for a second, league in the news last week with your future plans for football, going to a 10-team league beginning in 2018. Talk about that process. I know that's something that's done at the presidential level, but what went into it, and how you feel about things, and whether there could be a conference championship game with some of the rule changes in the league's future.
Well, at a time when conferences, over the last several years have gotten bigger, we made the decision to get smaller on the football side, and 10 teams we think really is an ideal number. It's geographically fit. With the addition of Coastal Carolina, they become the 10th team now, and I think that it's going to be a much better structure for the Sun Belt. Championship game is still undecided, but with the NCAA rule that no longer require 12 teams, that was certainly a motivating factor in us deciding to go to 10 rather than 12. And this spring we'll get our coaches together and our athletic directors and really kind of hone in on on a championship game. So it's possible now for sure, and I think one that we'll give serious consideration to.
After 3-4 years here now in New Orleans, your thoughts on your league's future at this point, having kind of settled in, if you will, in New Orleans with your league office and being a part of this league.
Well, first of all, I think New Orleans is still a great location, for the headquarters. This is the 40th anniversary of the Sun Belt, and we've been here since 1992 in the New Orleans headquartered, and the tournament has been here from time to time, and other times now. This is the 3rd year we'll return next year and evaluate. But there's something about New Orleans, obviously a destination. We think that the student athlete experience is important. We think that the neutral site is important, and all those will be evaluated again here in the next couple of years to decide perhaps what's next for Sunbelt basketball. But Lakefront Arena we think is the right size. I think it provides again the atmosphere and the environment that we really want for our student athletes.
No question about it. Karl, thanks for your time. Best of luck the rest of the week. Sunbelt Tournament going on here on the Lakefront through Sunday. Tickets still available. Come on out. This is the one chance, New Orleans, you get to see March Madness this year.